All right, good morning, everybody. And today I'm going to show you how to access. Okay, everybody. Hello, everyone. All right, we're going to do a quick tour on how to navigate Teams and how to access your course content. All right. So I'm going to show you how to do that really briefly, and there's a couple different ways to do it. So let's start off with just doing it on a web browser. Okay, so what you can do here is you can go to dsbn.org and you'll see something at the very top that says Student and Staff Login. It's the big green button that's way up here. All right, so that big green button, you're going to press that. And so when you log in, there's going to be a bunch of icons that pop up. So I'm going to log in here first, put in my secret password that none of you will ever know. And a bunch of apps are going to pop up here. So the best way to access our information here is using something called Teams. So I'm going to click on Office 365. And that brings me to kind of an online Microsoft Office. Now, from here, I can see there's a whole bunch of different icons that are all on here. I'm going to click on the one that says Teams. So once this pops up, I'm going to use the web app. It's asking me if I want to use the one that's installed on my thing, but I'm going to use the one that's up that you guys can use. All right, I'm going to click on our team. It's this one here that says UGMAT1L/2L. All right, so at the top, we will see I have kind of an introductory. It says, welcome to UGMAT1L2L. All right, and all right, here's my first note that I sent to you. So my name is Mr. Shantz and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. So what you can see here is in our team, we actually have a couple different channels, all right? One is the general channel, which is what we're in right now, and you'll see that I have all our assignments kind of posted in here. And I put general announcements in there as well. And you can see some of our students have put in kind of various different memes, which I'm going to be moving to a different spot. All right, so we have the general, and I've also created this help and technical support channel. All right, so this channel is for if you guys are having issues accessing any of your notes or anything like that, you can go right there. And I have one that says class discussions. All right, and you can see I post in here, so you can post to each other and say hi, or right now I've just said, hey, why don't you put a posting of a picture of yourself doing something you like doing, all right? Which you don't have to do. I'm just kind of, trying to create something here. So let's go back to the general tab. Now, if we want to access our, or if you want to contact me, what you can do actually is you can click on the chat function on the far left here. You can press chat, and you can start a new chat by going up here and say, type my name. So in this case here, my name or my email, you can go Mark. I don't know if I can send one to myself, so it probably won't pop up. But in any case, you could send it to me. My email is mark.shantz@dsbn.org. And it won't pop up because I can't send a message to myself. But you can send me a message, all right? So it's a great way to send messages to me if you're having an issue. But let's go back to our team here for a second. So we also have our assignments. So if I go on our general thing here, you'll see at the top, there's all kinds of different things that are on top. So here's our post. We have our class notebook, and it says 3 more, one of which is assignments. So in the assignments tab, you will see all the assignments that I've put onto you. So I can see them all here, and I can see who's turned them in and who has not yet. So for example, I just posted one that says assignment 1.1 money matters. So you can click on that, and it will look like this. All right. And you'll have a quick little description of what's going on there. If you have a problem, you can email me. And at the very bottom, you're going to click on this link right there, and it's going to send you in there, and you can complete the assignment completely online, and I'll be able to mark it and send it back to you. All right. So that's our quick tutorial on how to access everything on Teams. Now, I'll go back in a few moments, but that's how you can access Teams through HTML or through a browser. All right. So let's end it right there. Okay, everybody, this is going to be an introductory how to access. Let's go back to the beginning here. All right, everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to access our team through D2L. All right, so D2L is our DSPN program that we call D2L, but it's actually called Desire to Learn. So you're going to log on the top little icon right there at dspn.org, and then you can click on D2L. All right, so once you log on to D2L, you're going to see a bunch of different courses. And the one that's ours is this Mat 1L2LK. It's got the mountains in the background, and it says my last name, Shantz, in there. All right, so I'm going to click on that, and you'll see my latest announcement that I've got on right there. And I've kind of got everything broken down into content. Now, everything that I have in here is actually going to send you over to, Teams, because what I really want you to do is access everything through Teams. So, but our first cycle, you can see the dates that are on here, September 8th to 18th. All right. And if I scroll it down, you can see each lesson is on there. And it's going to send you to Teams. Now, I want you to note that it's sending you to the class copy of our note. However, there is something in your own folder that is a note that you can access yourself. So let's, for example, if I click on this, it's going to send me over to Teams or to OneNote. And depending on which student my name is, so for example, if my name was Matteo Di Chiara, then I would click on my name. And I could see that the folder is there again, Cycle 1. And here are all of the notes. And here I can actually access all my notes. I can write in my notes. And this way, you're writing in notes that are your own. You're not writing in our class notes. All right, so it should just pop up here. And there's a couple different ways you can write on notes, but I'll get into that on a little tutorial video on OneNote later. So going back to D2L, everything is in there. If you go back and click on our course at the very top here, it'll always bring you back to our announcements. All right, so the announcements are there. And assignments are probably going to link you over to Teams as well, because I want you to do everything over in Teams if possible. All right, so that is our quick link on how to get from D2L to our course on Teams. And I've also got a little button here that you can always click on here, and it'll send you over to Teams as well. All right, great. See you over at Teams. All right, everybody, this is a tutorial video on how to use our classroom notebook, otherwise known as OneNote. So there's a couple different ways I'm going to show you how to do it. The first way would be go from the Teams app or the Teams application. So what we're going to do is go from the Teams app, but we're going to press on the Class Notebook tab at the top there. So when I click on Class Notebook, it should pop up. Now, we'll be able to see there's a little arrow that's right there. I'm going to click on this navigation arrow. And I'm going to click on our class notes here. Mine's a little more confusing because you can see everyone's name. You will only be able to see your own name and this course notes thing. So if I click on course notes, I have an about this course, kind of a quick introduction right there. All right. So you can do it from this little browser here, or you can do it from the class notebook that's built into Teams, or what I recommend is pressing on this open in browser. Now I have the option of opening the app because I have it downloaded on my computer. Or you can open in your browser. I'm going to click on that, and you'll notice it'll go full screen for you. I have to log in again. And now I get the full page. And it's just a little bit more easy to use. So I can say, I'm going to click on my Cycle 1. And I can see all my notes in here. So 1.1 is a note, and there's the lesson that's in there, and there's some writing on there. So this is our course notes. That's the one for our general class. Those are the ones that I will modify because I'll be using them to teach lessons on. And in your own name, under your name on the left side here, you'll be able to pick whatever like if your name is Jacob Newton, I could click on that, and I will see that you have, or I have my own notes that you can mess around as you want. So for example, I have your assignment that's in there that you can complete, and there's also your introductory module that I had you started off in, so typing in answers, doing math. Okay, so everything is in your own name that's over on the left. And then our course notes for in general are listed in the top there. This category, this is course notes here. All right, so that's a quick way of accessing OneNote. Now again, you'll also be able to see it over in D2L. So if I click over to D2L for a second, so you would log on to D2L. You can also access OneNote that way. So if I go by clicking on our course, and I'm going to click on content, and now I click on cycle 1, and any one of these ones here that'll have, like for example here, 1.2 counting money, I'll press on the link right here in lesson 1.2 on OneNote, and it will send me over to our course in OneNote. All right, and I can click on course notes again to see the general class notes. Or I could click on your own name and you can find the notes as well. All right, so that's a tutorial on how to access your course notes.